You must remember this, a kiss is still a kiss.
Hi guys, we're on the way to day one of the HIA Sydney Home Show. For those of you that live in Sydney, I don't know how you do it, it's all windy, curvy, up, down, weird angles. Melbourne's in a grid, I don't know. What do you think, Lisa?
I don't know, I'm just the passenger.
Very stoked with our meetup tonight. I booked a venue this morning, but yeah, I think we're going to go RSLs.
I don't have a lot to say right now.
Yeah.
I always get a bit stressed and nervous before I leave. I don't know why.
You're always nervous before you get up on stage.
I'm not getting up on stage, stop talking about it. Oh.
I'll see if I can get her up on stage on Monday in front of 350.
We're on our way to the Sydney Home Show, where Darren's going to get up on stage and do his thing.
In 300 metres,
what thing
the
is that?
roundabout continues straight up to Darling
We talk
Road.
all about tiny houses, educating people about the movement and what they're all about.
It will be interesting. We were on stage in October in the Sydney Home Show. I'm not sure if this is a bigger one. I think this is a bigger one. This is in Darling Harbour. We're 5 kilometres from Darling Harbour. We're on our way to the HIA Home Show in Sydney traffic. Still, I'd rather drive there rather than muck around with trains and buses and lugging gear around.
We chose to drive because we wanted to stop over at Designer Eco Tiny Homes along the way and say hello to Grant, and hopefully on the way back maybe see a couple more. But why not take the time and enjoy the drive?
And also, they're covering our parking today, so hopefully for the whole weekend. So it means we can bring all the gear, stick it in there. We don't have to pack our stuff into like 2 suitcases or. Last time we were at the Sydney Showgrounds. This time we're at the International Convention Centre at Darling Harbour. It says Darling Harbour, yeah.
In 300 metres, use the left 2 lanes to turn slightly left onto James Craig Road.
You must remember this, a kiss is still a kiss. As time goes by,
Is that rain?
Yep.
Wow, this weather is unbelievable. This is like Melbourne weather. It's a beautiful warm day, but like it's muggy, but it was completely dry and now it's big raindrops out of the blue.
you must remember this, a kiss is still a kiss. As time goes by,
Is this where we're meant to be?
Yes.
So it's not at the same...
No, darling.
Oh, I thought it was at the same venue.
No.
So this is going to be a new
This is a bigger venue.
A bigger venue? Oh, my feet are going to love this one.
People, you know, when your woman's angry with you and she says, darling, in that way, she doesn't mean darling. She means you twat. That's what she means.
Darren reckons every time I use the word darling, all he has to do is swap the word out with the word twat.
Turn right onto Darling
Which
Drive.
is true.
If I cut someone off accidentally, darling.
You twat.
It's not darling, I'll tell you that.
So this time we're at Darling Harbour, and last time we were at the Olympic Park venue, and it was a real pain in the butt last time we were here because we didn't drive. We caught the train from Melbourne to Sydney, and
We weren't that far away,
we
but
didn't realise how bad the public transport was here. The trains were
okay.
fine, the Met trains are fine, but it was the buses were ridiculous. And then the cabs, try getting a cab. So Melbourne's a lot better in terms of buses, and even though we complain a lot about it there, it's a lot better than Sydney, I can tell you that. So this...
The attitudes and views expressed in this video.
In 200 metres,
we're
at the
real.
roundabout,
Keeping it
continue
real.
straight to stay on Darling Drive.
What was I trying to say? Yeah, so my point is, this time we're driving, and it's so much better because we do have the car to get around Sydney. Although, we don't really like the traffic either, do we?
Well, it's also just knowing where the hell to go.
We're just learning the road at the moment, so... You got your GPS, what more do you want?
I'll ask this bloke.
Anyway, we're here all day, so...
G'day mate, we're lost. We're speaking on stage. The Home Show's here at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on stage at 4:15. The organisers, the director of the Home Show said come in and park in there's a car park waiting for me. Where's the car park for the...
So just back out this way,
Yep.
and then P1.
P1?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks mate.
P1, did he say?
I guess so.
We're here.
You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss.
4 plus hours, $49.
As time You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. As time goes by,
Rehinge the door, put it on the other side.
You are on stage, Darren. Welcome. Over to you.
Thanks, guys. Yes, Darren Hughes here, one half of the Tiny Houses Australia team. My other half, Lisa Adams, is over there on the camera, without whom I couldn't do any of this, so thank you, my dear. But I'm here to give you guys a couple of new ideas and get you thinking along a little bit of a different track. But before I do that, let me ask you a couple of questions, just by a show of hands. How many of you guys have a mortgage of some sort? Doesn't matter how big it is, stick your hands up. Who's got a mortgage? Who's got some sort of credit card debt or a personal loan? Okay, when you think about the debts that you've got, every one of us, if we were asked, has probably got either a mortgage or some sort of credit card debt or a personal loan that they're paying off, or car payments. So, just as a little exercise, calculate, you know how much you guys are paying in your mortgage and your credit card bills every month. Add that up and work out what that is per month that you're spending that you don't have at the end of the month. That goes away to service a mortgage or your credit card or your personal loan. Imagine if those payments were no longer there. So imagine that you didn't have a mortgage. Imagine that you did not have any car payments because your car's paid off. Imagine that you had no credit card debt, no personal loans. Imagine that your rent that you're paying each month or each week is minimal, 10, 20% of what you're currently paying. And it is possible. A lot of people say, look, it's not really possible, but it is. So we just want to get you guys thinking outside the box a little bit and thinking about what would you do if that money that's disappearing out of your bank account every month, if that was still in your pocket, what would you do? Would you start that business that you've always wanted to start? Would you spend more time with your kids or your partner? Would you spend more time on that hobby or that passion of yours that you've got that you really don't have much time to focus on because you're always at work? So you'd probably feel pretty free and pretty amazing. And a lot of people think, it's 2017, Darren, that's not possible. Everyone's up to the knees in debt with mortgages and high rent and paying the bills and credit cards. And it is possible, and there's people all over Australia and around the world that are doing it as we speak. And it has something to do with something called tiny houses.
So what did you think? How did you go?
So it was about 12 people listening to me.
It was Friday. Saturday, Sunday is going to be bigger.
Might get 15 people. No, it was good. We should have got here earlier. So tomorrow we'll get here earlier and we'll...
Not that we were late though.
No, we got here half an hour before we were on stage, but...
Yeah, we want to check the place out.
Yeah, there's a few people we want to connect up with and have
The
a
new
chat.
Joneses are at the home show.
Yeah, so we'll go sell it tomorrow.
So they're doing a talk right now, but we have to go because we've got a dinner date, haven't we?
Yep.
What's the dinner date?
Our tiny house meetup that I organised this morning.
Well, you organised it, you just hadn't booked the venue.
Yeah.
Or told everyone where it was going to be. Oh, my feet are killing me. I'm wearing flat shoes tomorrow.
You just wanted to get my reaction on video, didn't you? See, there's my woman. The car is up here. I don't know, we're looking for the car. People, see if you can keep your ear out for a Ford Focus hatch. It's bound to be here somewhere. Oh, I can see it. It's tropical.
Not easy, is it?
So this is Lisa.
Hi, how you going?
Where's the car keys? Oh look, nice and easy. Parking was $38.
That's good.
That's not shit.
Where are we going?
Going to the Petersham RSL, which is where we're having our meetup. Oh, Lisa, put the phone down. We need to do a reminder because I don't want to go in this place and have 3 people turn up.
Is that it?
You must remember this, a kiss is still a kiss. As time
He's quoted that post in the States, tiny houses are banned, which is a bullshit post.
Where do we go?
I don't know. Where do you go?
Honey, I'm not filming anything. You're not in shot.
Probably know where to film inside.
Yeah, then I'll turn it off. Okay, we're at. Yeah. Can you grab all this? Thank you.
You're not allowed to film. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I think I'll be upstairs towards you right now to show you.
Hello.
Hello.
Number 1?
Number 1, thank you.
Thank you. So you looking forward to the meetup? Seeing new faces?
I'll see you.
You getting up, are you?
Yeah,
Here?
we're now here. That's
Thank you.
okay.
So where are we going? Ian.
Did you book a table?
Yeah, I did.
Under Tiny Houses Australia.
Okay, I asked them and they didn't hear about
That's a bit cheeky.
it. Yeah. So how many people did you book for?
Booked
15.
for 15, so we'll